Good morning. It is Tuesday of week 4. I forgot to update you yesterday completely. Actually, I was thinking when I came home, I had dinner at my parents yesterday with my sister, her boyfriend, and my nephew. And we watched handball and stuff, and I was home at like 10:15, something like that. And I was just thinking I need to do an update, but instead I decided to start updating my blog from last week. Just so that I knew I had all the videos in that blog before I started filming anything new. But then I forgot to update you afterwards. Anyway, the night before, like Sunday night, I ended up reading a little bit more in Lady of the Dead, and I'm 77% into that one. So like I think I read another 5% before I fell asleep. I didn't read anything of it yesterday because I had a headache yesterday evening when I came home. Instead, I did finish my Tai'd Up by Alice Clayton, the last and final book in the cocktail series. And as I said, as I knew what happened, was that the biggest conflict of the book would be that she lied in the beginning. And I hate that trope so much, but I still enjoyed this book more than this previous book, so I ended up giving it 4 stars. But people should stop using that trope, please, because miscommunication is one of my least favorite tropes ever. The character we follow was quite interesting. She was she grew up as a beauty pageant thing, Miss Golden State or something like that, and always did everything according to what her mother wanted her to. When she was about to get married, like the day before, she realized she was not in love with this person and she couldn't get married because it was not her choice. And so she decided to leave him and move to another city to try and find herself again in find a new life. And in this town, she meets this man called Lucas. And Lucas is a veterinarian who was left at the altar. So she decides not to tell him that she just basically did the same thing, because she wanted something to happen with this guy, like not immediately, because she wanted to get to know him. She really liked him, and yeah, so that came to be the conflict towards the end. Other than that, she started a rescue, a pit bull rescue thing, and I really enjoyed that part of it. She was very focused on getting these dogs and who were mistreated and get them back to normal and get them into new homes and stuff. And that part was really interesting, and I did enjoy her as a person mostly. And so all in all, I enjoyed it. And yeah, then I started on the 100 by Kass Morgan, which I plan on finishing today. And that was another type thing completely. I'm still not very much into this story at all. I don't like the characters, but I don't really enjoy that one. I think I'm gonna end on a 2 stars for this one. That's where I am right now. The narration of the audio is also not the best. Like, it's dual narration, so there's a man and a woman, girl and boy. It sounds like a girl and boy. Otherwise, I made a little bit of progress in the Wrongful Death yesterday as well, like 50 pages. So I'm now on page 2. I think it was 296 or something like that. No, 254. And the next chapter is called The Keys to Asgard, which is interesting. It's been a good book so far. I really enjoy it, and I think I might be able to finish it today. Perhaps. We'll see. But anyway, those were my reading updates for yesterday, and yeah, now I'm ready to get started on this day, and hopefully I'll finish another book today. And yeah, I'll talk to you later. Bye. Good evening. It is now Tuesday, and I I've just finished editing my weekly vlog from last week. I am a little bit behind on that one. I was supposed to upload it yesterday. But I finished editing everything. I'm just exporting it now and ready to upload it to Goodreads. But no, not Goodreads, YouTube. But it takes forever to upload to YouTube, and it's 10 p.m. right now, so I don't think I'll manage to stay up. I'm so freaking tired right now. Anyway, today I finished another book. I finished The 100 by Kass Morgan. This is the first in the series called The 100, and I'm not continuing it. So, just so you know. I did not enjoy this one. It's a science fiction book. A young adult science fiction dystopian thing. It seems there was a nuclear war, which made all of the humans, they've been living on spaceships far away from Earth. But now, after a lot of time, a sort of team is being chosen to go back to Earth to try and relocate slowly. So yeah, that's basically the basic gist, but it sort of follows multiple perspectives. It follows Clark and Wells, who is a man, and Bellamy, Glass, and Lucas. I think those are the names. I didn't like any of the characters really. They didn't add anything to the story, so I really didn't enjoy it. And there was some abuse at points. There was an attempted rape, and there was nothing done about it. And yeah, there's just so many things that I didn't enjoy about this one. So I'm ended up on not giving it 2 stars, because I think I see some of the appeal, because it's easy to read and it's for the right audience. But for me, I just didn't connect with any of the characters, and so I was a bit bored and just waiting to finish it. So I'm happy I finished that one. And on the way home today, I started on King of Thorns by Mark Lawrence. So this is the second book in the Broken Empire series, and I enjoyed the first one. It's really fascinating, and so far I don't have much to say about this one because I'm only like 35 minutes into it, and in those 35 minutes I'm not really sure how much has happened. It always takes a while before fantasies get anywhere, so it has to like build up something. And it's a little too early for me to say that I'm enjoying it. I'm not sure about that yet. I think I like the narration of the audio. So far so good. Otherwise, I haven't read anything. I've been at the gym, I've watched a couple of YouTube videos, I've edited my video, and now I'm ready to upload it. And that is it. We'll see if I manage to read something before bed, but I'm really tired right now, so I might go to bed in like 10 minutes time, something like that, and then finally upload the video tomorrow morning, possibly before I go to work, because I'm going to set it to upload now, even though I know that it has a tendency to shut down after a while, even though it's uploading, because my computer does that. Tomorrow I might just finish it, but I'm just gonna start uploading it now. It always takes a long time for me to upload videos to YouTube because the file is, before with my old computer and my old software, it took longer for it to export than it did upload, and then it was quick to upload to YouTube. But I think this one is still quicker, even though it takes longer to upload to YouTube. It takes like only 2 to 5 minutes exporting the video from iMovies to the file that I want. So definitely subtract some time. I think currently it's saying like an hour and a half upload time. So it is a 40-minute audio. It takes a while. That is my update for today, I think. Hopefully tomorrow I will have gotten a good chunk into King of Thorns. I think I will actually be able to finish King of Thorns this week because it's 7 hours long. And I listen to half an hour today, and I have 3 days of work. And if I get through more than 2 hours a day, I would finish it. We'll see. It all depends. But yeah, this is my update. See you later. Bye. Hello. It's now Wednesday, and I just wanted to pop in with an update. First of all, I finished a book, but before I get into that one, I'm gonna say that I listened to a little bit of audio today. I really listened to like only in the car and then another 10 minutes or so. So I really didn't listen a lot, but I am 2 hours into this book, King of Thorns, and I'm enjoying it. The thing is, King of Thorns is a like dark fantasy, following a person that you're not supposed to like. So a lot of people don't like it, but I find it really fascinating because it's not like a two-dimensional person. It's not like he also, in places, is very good to other people, but mostly he's just horrible. So it depends a lot on who's loyal to him and stuff, but he treats women terribly, and that's nothing that makes me like the character. It's just that he's really interesting. And another thing I like about it, it's also set in a world where they have to decide between two people whether they are going to be the leader. There's York, who is the main character, who is the son, a prince, and like the son of the king, obviously, and the king, who is even worse than York. And so the people have to decide whether they want York as king or the actual king, and not knowing if they have which one they have to choose between. And it's difficult to talk about what's going on in this one because it will spoil a lot about what happened before, but I'm enjoying it a lot. But let's get into the next part because that's exciting. I just finished The Wrongful Death by Kenneth Bøgh Andersen. Absolutely love this one all the way through. There was a twist towards the end that I wasn't expecting, and it went from one thing to another, but that's what I know about them. Like, Kenneth is really good at writing twists, I think. I think he always has something happening towards the end that you think, oh my god, is that happening? And then he takes it another turn afterwards because you think that, okay, now I figured it out, but you didn't because it's still not the correct thing. And that is something I really enjoy about his stories. And so I think I'm actually ending up on giving it this 5 out of 5 stars. I don't know if I enjoyed it as much as The Die of Death, the one before this, or if it's like equally, but I definitely liked it more than The Devil's Apprentice. And I just thought about whether it was a 4.5 or 5 stars for me. And I was like, yeah, I don't feel bad about giving this a 5 stars. I think it's deserving. And so, yeah, I think that's what I'm landing on. And right now, I'm getting ready to eat dinner, which looks like this. So this is my peanut butter chicken thing. And now I'm going to eat that. And I'll be ready to watch some handball stuff in like less than half an hour. So this was my short update for now. And I'll get back to you tomorrow, I guess. Bye. Good evening. It is now 11. Almost. And I just finished Lady of the Dead. I just wanted to pop in and say that I finished another book. I finished Lady of the Dead. Overall thoughts. For the most part, I really enjoyed this one. I think there were passages that worked really well. And I liked Gwen for the most part. And the romance had its moments. But it was also a little drawn out and slow in places, which was interesting and strange because it's like only less than 300 pages according to Goodreads, but it felt like I read like a 350 pages book, or more than that. It took me forever to get in new places, so I don't know if that's completely correct, but I guess I have to take the word for it. Otherwise, I don't have a lot to say about this. Yeah, it was a little messy in places with what happened, the plot-wise. It tried doing a lot of different things and it wasn't really necessary, but I did enjoy it as a whole. I think it was okay. So I think I'm landing on 3.5 stars. It's not bad. It was just, it could have done better. And I'm not sure if I'll continue it, but I have a feeling that I might, because I think the next one will star Viking, one of the characters from this that was my favorite, I think, of all of the characters. So I might read it for that, but I wasn't a big fan of her writing style, so hopefully that improves, but it was okay. I'm happy I read it, and now off to the next book. Anyway, this was all I had for you today. See ya. Bye. Hi guys, it is Thursday, and I have a bit of an update. Okay, first up, let's go bookish updates first, because books. First up, I made progress in King of Thorns today. I am now just over halfway through it. I am about 4 hours into it out of 7 hours, so I have 3 hours left tomorrow, which I don't think I'll get through because it's a short day and I haven't gone through very much. So I won't finish King of Thorns this week, but I'm definitely working on it nonetheless. And that's fine. It's also a pretty large book, so it's fine. Otherwise, I have made a little bit. I've started on Small Gods by Pratchett. This is book 13 in the Discworld, and it's a standalone in the Discworld, so it's not part of any of the sub-series. I am on page 34, so I haven't read a lot, and it's difficult to say exactly what the plot of this is going to be, but it follows the turtle. I mean, I think it's gonna be about how gods are, depending on how many believes in them, they vary in size and stuff. I think that's part of what this is going to be about. So I think it's going to be a lot of commentary on religion and what you believe in and how you believe in things and things. So I'm interested in seeing how he's going to take that, because Pratchett is good at also commenting on everyday stuff and without it being tacky, and he's really clever when he does that. So yeah, I'm really eager to see what is going to happen, and yeah, so that's great. So that is like the amount of reading I've done today. It's been a bit crazy at work these past couple of days. We are, as I mentioned before, we are in a bit of a transition period where we've been bought by a bigger company. So now we are actually 3 brands in one house. And last week we started getting called, like we started managing phone calls from those 2 other brands as well. And it's just made phone time so much more than it was before. And that means I don't have as much time to listen to audios, and it annoys me. Not necessarily just because I can't listen to audios, but because I don't thrive talking on the phone. It's not what I want to do. I want that part to be a lot minor, but I am the first person that people get to in the company, so I'm the one that is on the phone the most of all of us. And yeah, it's just been so hectic. And yeah, I've spoken to my boss about it, because I also mentioned that I didn't want a lot of extra phone time, but I wanted more administrative stuff. Otherwise, I wouldn't thrive in the job, and I would not be opposed to try and look for something else. And he was very understanding about it, and it also felt like that was my purpose, what I would be good at. So I don't think it's gonna stay the way. I mean, we're still gonna be able to be taking orders here, but I think he's gonna hire someone else who's more focused on sales and also calling customers, like canvas sales and stuff, which I'm not gonna do, because I would hate myself if I do that, because I hate people who call me, and I would not be able to be happy with myself if I ended up being one of those that calls every single one asking if they want to buy some stuff. Anyway, Other than that, I have received some books today at work, actually. I was thinking about waiting, but I couldn't wait any longer. But I have 2 books, and these are the only books I've bought all month. So I'm pretty proud of myself for staying minimum on that. But it's 2 new releases, and those are the releases that I'm most excited about. Or one of them is one that I want to stay caught up on. The first one I got was Slayer by Kirsten White. I really hope I'm gonna love this one. This is a book set in the Buffy the Vampire Slayer universe, and I love Buffy the Vampire Slayer, so it could go horribly wrong if she doesn't do it well, but it could also just be really awesome being back in this world and follow some new characters. And I wonder if, like, this is from the Watchers Academy, and I wonder, they talk about the main character being the daughter of the Watcher of Buffy, and I wonder if it's Giles' daughter, or if it might be one of the other Watchers that came in temporarily in the series later on. So I'm very interested in seeing that, or it might have been one that came in later on, but yeah. Anyway, this is that book, and the other book that I got was In an Absent Dream by Shauna Maguire, the 4th book in Wayward Children. I think this is a little longer than the other books. This is exactly 200 and something pages, so a little longer, but I'm looking forward to reading this. I don't know what type of, if this is a nonsense or a logical world, but we'll have to see. I think it's a prequel, again, like the second one was Down Among the Sticks and Bones, which was also a prequel story following the twins. This one follows Landy. He was a very serious young girl who would rather study and dream than become a respectable housewife and live up to the expectations of the world around her. When she finds the doorway to a world founded on logic and reason. Oh my god, I think I'm gonna love this one, because I didn't enjoy being in the nonsense world. But I think I'm gonna like this one. But I definitely want to get through these 2 books in February, if not that. So yeah, those are my new books, and I'm very excited about them. My plan is to at least finish Guns of Avalon, Kings of Thorns, Small Gods, and this one, Very Good Lives by J.K. Rowling. This should only take an hour when I get to it at maximum, because there's not a lot of text. And then I would like to start on Wicked Wonders. So these are my sort of mandatory books. So I can start with a short story here and there. So those are my plans. Anyway, this was a longer update. I also have something else that I want to update you on, because today was my last day in my fitness program with my fitness trainer. I have been on this program since the beginning of November, and we had like 8 sessions over 12 weeks, and so this was the 8th and final one, and it's been so much fun getting into this, being part of this program, because it's been very I think earlier this year, like back in March, I went to a wedding, for my best friend's wedding actually, and I remember having to find a dress that I could wear for this wedding, and I felt like I looked like a fat cow in all of it. Like, I really was unhappy with how I looked in all of my dresses, and I was having a meltdown. And when I looked at pictures, I was also incredibly shocked at how much my body weight had changed over the past year or so. I don't know how long, like, it's been, yeah. So I was very unhappy with that, and I decided, no, now is the time to change things. And so I gradually, slowly started thinking about what I ate, and trying to find something to do. I wasn't really into fitness, like into going to the gym and working out. I did start out by doing that because I did have a membership, And I was there a couple of times. Then I got ill with back in April, I think. In the beginning of April, I got ill, and that kind of got me out of that again. But then I was running a little bit, and I have been going on my bicycle a lot, like my mountain bike, and sort of tried to do something with that, and it all helped. And I also, but not enough that what I wanted to. And then back in August, I started actually going to the gym consistently twice a week, and then in the weekends I would go cycling, like on the mountain bike ride or running, one of those two things. And that continued until like late September, when I realized nothing really was happening. I didn't think that I had enough progress with my training, and I didn't know what to do, how to improve it, and what else to do. So I decided to get this program. I started out with an interview, figuring out what my goals were and what I wanted from this program, and then he would set the program for me. And so the 1st of November was basically when I started this, and my goal, my main ending goal was hopefully that I will lose 10 kilos in this, like getting around to about 62 kilos. That would be my aim. But I know that will take longer than just 2 months. I can't lose that much. But I was also very determined to stay focused on not only my weight, but my muscle gain and my fat percentage going down, and just in general being happy when I look at myself in the mirror. That's the main focus for me. It's not about the weight at all. So yeah, today was the last day, and the first training session we went through all these different exercises in my program, and I had to take as many retakes of those as I could. And so today I actually had to do exactly the same with the same amount of weight on all of these exercises, and I just had to go again all of as far as I could go, and then we'll see how much I improved in my strength over that time, and also my balance, because my balance was terrible in the beginning, and so I improved like almost double in some of them, or more than that, and other places just in general just had a big improvement in everywhere except one. And he's unsure if he wrote the wrong thing, because he was like, did you really take that much at like the first time? Because he was really unsure about that. And in terms of my weight, I did lose I think 3 kilos, so it's not a lot, but I gained a kilo of muscle weight, so that is to take into this as well. And I lost a lot of fat percentage as well over the last 8 weeks or so since I started it. I think I'm on 12 weeks maybe. So I'm really happy about that. That was quite amazing, I think 10 weeks ago. And so, yeah, overall I have found this really successful. I'm happy about my gain, and he's going to send me some numbers and stuff so I can see my curve and stuff. But now it's a little scary, because now I have to do everything on my own. Before I was very motivated because I wanted to see results, to as not disappoint my trainer, and also not to disappoint myself as well, because I paid for this. I wanted to see some results. So now I'm on my own again, and so that's a little scary. But he's going to send me a third and final program for me, so that I have 3 different programs to choose between now, and I think that's going to help me. Anyway, everything went well today, and I'm happy I did this for myself, and now I can definitely see some changes, and hopefully in time I'll be really happy with everything again. And so this has been a really important time for me, and yeah, I do go 3 times a week now, and I've done that since I started, and now I need to continue go 3 times a week and try to stay focused on what I eat, but then also still try and get in some mountain bike rides or runs or something, and really long walks. I've always done long walks since forever. I don't think I remember any time when we didn't go for walks in my family. It's like something we always do. So this is my very lengthy update. I'm sorry, and I hope this won't be a too long video, but it is something that's been a big part of my life for the past couple of months now, and so I want to share with you, even though it's not about books. So I hope that's okay, and yeah.
So it snowed last night, but now it seems like it's turned over to some kind of rain.
Hello friends, it is now Saturday. So as I just filmed, there's a bit of snow outside, but it's currently on its way away again. I just thought I wanted to share with you some updates, because I didn't check in with you yesterday because I was at my sister's. I still haven't gotten the courage to actually film in front of them. I don't know why. It's not like it's a big issue. I mean, they watch my videos and stuff sometimes. I don't know how much they do that any longer, but they used to. And yeah, I also don't know if they want to be part of my videos because I haven't asked them. But anyway, today I went a bit of a shopping. So I got myself some new day cream for my face, because I have skin issues, you probably can tell. And so I'm trying different things. I was just about to run out of what I use now, so I thought I wanted to try something new, and this is specifically for dry skin, and that's what I have issues with, and see if that will help, because it is a skin condition that is annoying me. And right now, when it's so cold outside, it definitely doesn't make it better. And it's always just around my nose and down here, so that's fun. Anyway, I also got myself some refill of my shampoo. This is what I use. Usually I get these in large 500 milliliter bottles with these pumps, so that you can pump the whatever you have to need out. But this one is a small little bottle, and they were quite expensive, so I don't know. And this woman who told me these, it was like really nice, and let me get another bottle of some, like an extra thing that she packed along, but then she packed another conditioner, and I'm like, couldn't you have packed another shampoo? Then I'd have been happy. But anyway, currently I'm making some lunch and tea. I just got myself a refill of my favorite tea, and I'm boring and stuff because my favorite tea is Earl Grey in this specific brand. It's more. I do have other type of teas, and sometimes I will get those, but I honestly don't prefer them. I always go black tea, and specifically Earl Grey in this brand. I don't put milk in my tea either. I just put 2 teaspoons of sugar, and that's it. Sometimes only like 1.5. I have been drinking quite a lot of tea recently. I usually drink a lot of coffee, and I also do drink coffee every day almost, except I haven't had any coffee today actually. Wait, that's a lie. I had coffee for breakfast. Oh, they come in these none. They're not in these wrappings any longer, so that's interesting. And I'm having toast as well for my lunch. So that is cooking away. Actually, today is actually the 24 and 48 hour readathon, but I decided not to participate in that because 1, I haven't been home all day, and 2, I think it's done. I'm not sure how much I'm gonna read this weekend. 2, I wasn't home yesterday, and so I didn't get around to sign up for the participation, but I might low-key participate without like having posts or anything. I definitely do want to try and see if I can read something. Yesterday, I ended up being, I think I'm about 90% into King of Thorns. Is that what it's called? Yeah. And I'm not liking this one as much as I did the first one. I thought the first one was really interesting and compelling. I haven't really been into the plot of this one, so it's not the narrator's fault, but I just didn't really love the the topic and what they've been dealing with. It's not something that I have been into. I mean, yeah, to me it was just quite boring. The first one was interesting in plot-wise as well. So the first one I gave 4 stars, I think, and I think I'm on about 2.5 to 3 stars right now. We'll have to see how it ends up. Otherwise, I've been listening to Small Gods today, which I am now just over 100 pages. I think I was 106 pages into, so like I read another 60-ish pages. And I read one story in Wicked Wonders by Ellen Klages, and I really enjoyed that story. I think I might give that 4.5 to 5 stars. I have not put down a rating yet. As you can tell, I've divided it with these blue tabby tabs where the story starts. And this one was about a girl, a small young girl who, I don't know how old she was, but she was just about to become an older sister. Her mother was pregnant, and they go to this movie drive-in where they go and watch Sleeping Beauty. And this girl is becomes completely obsessed with Maleficent, and the parents doesn't really like that. They don't think that it's a good choice for her because they want her to like the princess as a normal girl does, but she doesn't. She just wants Maleficent. And so yeah, that was a quite interesting story, and I enjoyed reading it. I definitely enjoyed the writing, so I'm very interested in seeing what other stories she has in here. Some of them are really short, I can see. Some are like only 10 pages, some are 5 pages. But then I've seen one that's like 50 pages, so we'll see how it ends up. I definitely will try and see if I can squeeze in a couple of other stories today. And I would also like to make some progress on the Guns of Avalon today, so those are my plans. But right now I'm gonna have my lunch, and I'm going to be watching a couple of YouTube videos. So yeah, also yesterday was exciting because I went to my sister's place after work with my other sister, and we watched the semifinals in the World Championships between Denmark and France. France is like the reigning champions in the World Championships. They have run everything, more or less. They have run I think over the last 10 years, they haven't missed any finals, almost. So it's a really tough match to go into, and we ended up winning with 38-30. So that was quite insane. I don't think I've ever seen the Danish team play as well as they did yesterday. It was absolutely brilliant, and I can't wait to watch the final on Sunday, which will be between Denmark and Norway again. So I actually thought Germany would win that one, but Norway won 31-25, I think. So it's definitely going to be an interesting match, and we're back on our home turf, which is going to be pretty amazing. And yeah, I'm very excited about it. So I'm gonna watch that game with my mom and dad tomorrow, and my brother, at my mom and dad's. So that's gonna be fun. Anyway, I'm gonna watch some YouTube videos now and get my lunch, and I will see you later. Bye. Hello, I'm just tuning in with a final update for Saturday before I go to bed. I read about 30 more pages in Small Gods, so I'm now on 125 and just about halfway, and I'm enjoying it as usual, but I don't think it's definitely not my favorite, but I'm enjoying it because it's Terry Pratchett. Other than that, I have read I think 10 to 15 pages of this. So as you can tell, this text is very small, and the pages are large, so it takes a while to read a page. Like, it's not like my usual speed. Not that I'm a fast reader anyway, but definitely doesn't make it easier. But I am enjoying it, and so I'm interested in seeing how this is gonna end up. I'm gonna bring this with me to bed because it's a lot easier to carry around. The reason why I'm only reading this when I'm sitting here in the evenings because it's so heavy. I can't bring it anywhere with me. and I will finish this before January is over. That's my goal. I've also been planning some videos. I have been planning my February TBR because February coming up already. I think January has gone pretty fast. Usually I hate Januaries because they're so long and it takes forever to get through them. But January has been pretty busy for me this year, and I think that the days have flown away at work, and that has helped a little bit. And February is a short month, so yeah, I have a week of vacation soon, like in week 8, so 3 weeks away, and I'm really looking forward to that. I'm really tired, so I'm gonna head off to bed, and then I'll read some short stories tomorrow morning. I don't think I'll manage to read, even though I know the next 2 stories are incredibly short. I don't think I'm gonna read them because I will fall asleep. So yeah, this is it. I'll see you around. Bye. Hello, it's Sunday now, and it's 10:20 a.m. I have had breakfast and I have read a little bit here in the morning. I read 4 more stories in Wicked Wonders by Ellen Klages, and I'm now on page 85. I'm really enjoying this. Ellen Klages' writing is quite amazing. I really enjoy it. It's kind of straightforward, but still has something whimsical about it, I think. The second story was more or less a story about 2 friends where one of them have to go on this spaceship thing, and will probably will never come back because the space where the destination will take a couple hundred years to get to. So they know that that person has to be on the spaceship for the rest of their life, and so they're trying, sort of making it through a bucket list of things they want to do before he has to go on this spaceship. And it was quite an interesting story, and I enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars. And then I read Mrs. Zeno's Paradox, which was a sort of meet-up between 2 old friends. They bought a brownie where they were supposed to share it, but it ended up with one of them like eating all of it because the other one kept saying just put it in half and then she would take a little bit, but she never took anything from it. It ended up with the other one eating the whole thing because every time she said, no, just divide that and we'll share it. And all the way to the end of it, and it was really weird. I didn't really care for that. It was only like 4 pages long, and I gave it 2.5 stars. And then I read Sing in a Star, which was also following a young protagonist. Like, I think she was just about to stop being in kindergarten. So yeah, that was her age, and she went to this town that she never heard of before with a friend, and saw a bunch of different things, tried a candy bar of a kind, came back to the real world, and then stuff happened, and I don't know what to say much more about it. It was quite a good story as well, and I gave it 4 stars. And the last and final story I read was Hey Presto, which was following a girl. She was a scientist type girl who wanted to go to Oxford and study at some point. And she had to go spend the summer with her father. Her mother has passed away many years ago, and her father is having this company in London, and so she has to go and stay with him over the summer after she's been staying with her aunt for the majority of her life. And then she finds out her father is a magician, and she goes there and sees what he's doing and realizes there's a lot of scientific elements to it. And so she ends up really enjoying that, and that was quite a fun story as well. I think I gave it 4.5 stars. So overall, I've really been enjoying what I've been reading so far, and I'm planning on trying to get through some more stories over the day. But right now, I am going to get into my into some clothes. I'm going to do some dishes, and I'll put on a batch of laundry, and then I have to film a couple of YouTube videos, and then I have to go for a training session before I go to my parents to watch the final of the handball game. So we'll see what I end up reading and how much I end up reading today. But anyway, this is my update for now. I'll see you later. Bye. Hello friends, it is now 8:30 p.m. I just came back home from my parents and I'm wearing my shirt. Yes, it is the football shirt. I'm gonna make sure to get a handball shirt before next time there's a championship. Yeah, we won. Not only did we win like just a little bit, no, we won with like, I don't know, 8 or 9 goals, I think. It was amazing. I don't think I've ever seen the Danish players be so professional, so dedicated towards this goal ever. So that was an amazing match and I am excited. I am currently running a bit of a headache, I think because I was really anxious. I mean, I know we won like with a lot, but I was like sitting like this for the majority of the time, and that's not a good idea. If you, like me, is struggling a little bit with headaches. But yeah, I was happy, and I am now just... I only managed to read one more story in Wicked Wonders since I last spoke to you, and made a little bit more progress in Small Gods. So right now I'm on page 188. So I have about 100 pages left of that book, but I won't finish that today. We will see if I read something from the Amber Chronicles soon. I don't know. Or I might just end up watching some YouTube videos. Let's see what I figure I want to. I also need to do some video editing. I have one video, the statistic video that I need to edit. I have my wrap-up, weekly wrap-up I need to edit, and I have 2 more videos I filmed today that I need to edit, so for the next week. So yeah, I have a little bit of things to do, so I think I may just sit and do that a little bit, and we'll see. Anyway, this was my update, I think my final update for this week, and yeah, I'll talk to you later. Bye.